Good morning, everyone. My name is Joel Iverson with Information Technology Services here at the University of Michigan. We are excited to be able to tell you about all the technology services and features and support that you have here at the University of Michigan. And I've got a couple of colleagues that will be introduced as we go through the presentation, and we'll just get started. This is being recorded, so you can watch it at your leisure. And feel free to put any questions you have in the Q&A portion of the Zoom app. So as I said, my name is Joel Iverson. I'm a Senior Marketing Communication Specialist with Information Technology Services. And we are here to talk about Information and Technology Services. Who is ITS? We provide technology and communication services designed for your success. In academics and research, in your student orgs, anything that you get involved with on campus, ITS supports the back end of most every technology service that you use. But what does that mean really? Let's get into some of the detail. And one of the best ways that we can do that is to show you a quick little video.
Greetings from Information and Technology Services, your destination for all things technology at the University of Michigan. ITS provides technology, tools, and services to enable deeper connections and collaboration across the U of M community. So what does that actually mean, and how does ITS work for you? We are the people who take care of all your tech needs. ITS services cover a variety of areas, from general technology and support to safe computing and more. You'll use some of our services every day, like the campus-wide Wi-Fi, Canvas for classes, and the U of M Google Workspace for education. Be sure to check out the tech you already have access to on campus before you invest in anything. ITS provides no-cost access to many software titles for all students, faculty, and staff, including Adobe Creative Cloud, Office 365, and LinkedIn Learning. Search for the software you need in the software directory. Looking to buy a computer for classes? Tech Shop has the bundles to fit your needs. You can pick them up at 2 different campus locations, the Michigan Union and Pierpont Commons. We've also got you covered if you need to borrow a computer for the semester or longer. Check out Sites at Home for the Loaner Laptop program. If you need to use a computer with specialized software, we have 50 full-service campus computing sites where you can use one of our computers. Find one near classrooms and labs across North and Central Campus. If your professor wants a hard copy of your paper, we've got printing covered at campus computing sites. Use the Follow Me print queue and release your print job from more than 100 printing locations around campus. Find one in a study lounge, learning center, dining area, or a collaborative or social space. Having trouble with your password? We help with that too, no matter where you're located. On campus, around the state, or anywhere in the world. Whether you choose to contact the ITS Service Center from campus or remotely from any location, we can help solve your tech issues. You can search hundreds of self-service support topics, chat with us, or request help at its.umich.edu/help. Or give us a call at 734-764-HELP. That's 734-764-4357. College is an exciting and challenging time. Let us support your tech so you can focus on what's really important, your future. Welcome to campus and greetings from ITS, your technology source for your successful U of M journey.
So there's a lot to cover. ITS has over 300 services that we offer to campus, to faculty, staff, and students. Most importantly, your U of M account and your password. We have Duo 2-factor authentication, Canvas for classes like you saw in the video, and several software packages that you don't have to pay for that are already part of your student benefit here, including Google Workspace, Dropbox for storage, and Adobe Creative Cloud, Office 365, Zoom, Slack, and LinkedIn Learning, which is a great supplement to things you need to learn as you go about applying for an internship or applying for a job, learning software, learning leadership skills. A lot of different things can be found on LinkedIn Learning. Our campus computing sites. Behind us, in the photo you see behind us, is one of our largest campus computing sites on campus. It's called the Fishbowl, a name that happened way back in the 70s and has stuck. There are no fish there, but it is someplace that people can see from all sides, and that's where it's got its name. but it's a great location and a great resource for you to find a computer or just a work area that you can jump into when you're in between classes. Also, M Community is a great directory that we use on campus to find contact information for faculty, staff, and students, as well as M Setup to get connected with your Wi-Fi on any of your devices. There's a tool there that you can use to access M Wireless, which is our main wireless package that you can use on all your devices as a student. It is secure and one of the fastest ways that you're going to be able to connect to all things on the net that you need to in a secure way on campus. Also, we have what's called the University of Michigan app, or the Michigan app. It can be found in the Apple Store and at Google Play, and it can be used for a number of different things, from finding your class schedule to discovering well-being resources, news, events, information about campus, how to get to a building, where their closest bus stop is, where to find a campus computing sites, and just so much more. I don't want to take up too much more time, but I do want to point out that this resource, the ITS UMich Tech Guide, is a place that you can go. This website is set up for incoming students to be able to find all the resources that we're talking about. I know this is coming at you really fast, but there's so much that is offered, and the UMich Tech Guide puts it all right in front of you as kind of a launching pad into all of our services. One of the most important things that you're going to find you'll need and you want to take advantage of is our service center. The ITS Service Center is it's the place to go for help for most things, technology and even not technology. They get all kinds of questions. And one of the people that works there is the Service Center Supervisor, Tracy Fisher, and she's here to tell you more about it.
Hi, everyone. Yes, I'm Tracy Fisher. And first of all, I'm thrilled that you're here. Welcome to Michigan. I'm a University of Michigan graduate myself, and I love this place, but I know that it's big. And so part of what we do at the ITS Service Center is, when you have questions, as Joel said, all things technology, you're going to be using technology daily in your personal and student career. We want to help you get through the technology questions. Also, as I said, it's a big place. If you've got questions, you're thinking, I don't actually know where to go for this thing I heard about. We can only help you if we know what you need. And so my slide, Joel, which is the next one, please, will show you all the different ways to contact us. We have quite a wide range of hours that we're open, Monday through Friday. We even have some Sunday hours. So if you want to do live chat or call us on the phone, you can see our clever little number is 764-HELP, H-E-L-P. That's what those 4 numbers mean. So just think about, I need help, where do I go? Hopefully it's going to be something really intuitive to you and you'll know to contact us. If you don't want to talk to someone real time, or what you need is outside of kind of the normal business hours, we're open till 7. So, it's pretty extended, but just in case, you can email us for help@umich.edu. You can go online to our page here, which is listed /help there, and submit a request, and we'll get that when we're back in the office, and we'll work with you through your ticket, give you a call if necessary. The main important thing I want to tell you is, please do not struggle alone. When you are thinking, wow, I really need to ask someone about this, if you don't know who to ask, contact us. You can ask us. We get all sorts of questions. We never think any are silly, right? You've heard this 100 times. The only bad question is one you don't ask. So please ask questions, and it's my team that you'll ask.
Thanks, Tracy. I think the other thing that you can do is, when you get into your programs also, each individual school may or may not have their own IT support, but going through the IT Service Center and contacting Tracy's team can be a first step. If you don't know how to get a hold of the support team in LSNA or the support team in Ross, Tracy and her team, we collaborate with them. It's what's called the Michigan IT community, and we work together to make sure that students are successful in whatever they're trying to do. So anything else to add, Tracy?
Nope, that was it.
Great. All right. We're going to move on to Justin Day. He's the program manager at the ITS Tech Shop, and he's got a lot to say and a lot to share. Many times we've done this presentation, Justin's done a full tour of the store with family and staff, but we're going to do it through a webinar. So take it away, Justin.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the introduction, Joel. Again, my name is Justin Day. I'm the program manager for two services here in ITS. One is called the Tech Shop, formerly known as Computer Showcase. We changed our name about 2 years ago. So if you have older siblings or older friends that have talked about the Computer Showcase, same service. We just came up with a name that we think better aligns with the IT environment we live in today. And then I also run the Tech Repair Department, which is our Apple, Dell, HP authorized repair center where we can repair equipment when it goes down, but we'll get to that in a second. So what is the Tech Shop? So we are a university owned and operated sales, service, and support store, and we've been around in some form or another since 1988. So what does that mean? We are an actual physical store. We have 2 locations on campus. Joel, do you mind flipping slides for me? We have 2 physical stores on campus. One, our flagship store is located here in the Michigan Union, right on Central Campus, right in the downstairs ground level, right by the mug where you'll come to get food during during lunchtime. We're located right around the corner. And then we have another smaller store on North Campus at Pierpont Commons. And the goal of our stores is we're not affiliated with like our bookstores or anything like that. We are ran as an IT service. Our goal is to make it easy for you to purchase the technology you need for your learning and studying here on campus. And we're here to support you if problems arise, whether that be, hey, I don't know how to connect to the wireless. I don't know my password. Or, hey, my hard drive is clicking or my computer won't turn on. Our goal is to get you into the technology you need and keep you up and running in that time. We are located, like I said, in the Union. We have summer hours right now that are 9 to 6, Monday through Friday. But during the academic year, we try to stay open a little later. And we're open from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Monday through Friday and 11 to 5 on Saturdays. We try to do that so we're available when you need us. So let's say you need help after hours. We do have something we just launched last summer called Tech Shop Express, which are basically our fancy names for our vending machines that we have across campus. We've located 4 machines, one at Mason Hall, which is right outside the Fishbowl, which is right behind me in our backgrounds, one at the Ross School of Business, one at the Shapiro Undergraduate Library, also known as the Ugly, which if you haven't heard that nickname yet, you'll understand once you see the building, and then one at the Government Health Sciences Library up on the medical campus. So we try to be everywhere. So those vending machines are available for if you need an adapter, a power charger, if you need AirPods, if you decide you need some headphones so you can focus, those are available at our Tech Shop Express vending machines. They're open 24/7 as long as the building is open, and those are the 4 locations right there. So when I say talk about sales, why do we exist? So just to clarify, we are not for profit. My goal is not to make a profit for ITS or for the University of Michigan. Everything we sell is what we call academic pricing. So our biggest, the biggest thing that students get excited about is we are an Apple authorized campus store, which means we have the full lineup of Apple products aside from iPhone. We sell MacBooks, iMacs, Apple Watch, Apple Pencil. You can get obviously AirPods, the entire Beats lineup. We also sell the full lineup of Microsoft Surface. We have a lot of great Dell hardware, Lenovo, like I said, Beats, Belkin, Logitech, and more. And everything is at not-for-profit pricing. So the Apple EDU pricing that you can get with your M card on apple.com or in an Apple store, we have that same exact pricing. You will not pay more by shopping through us. And we're able to participate in all the great summer promos. Typically, Apple, for the last several years, has run a promotion where if you buy a Mac, you get a free pair of Beats or a free pair of AirPods. Since we're an authorized Apple store, we're able to do all the same things that you can get going into the Apple store. So please definitely check out our lineup before you make your purchase for school. Another great benefit that we have is, so obviously we sell Apple Care, which is the warranty that, extends your computer's warranty from 1 year to 3 years. But we also work with a great program that works in higher ed called Safeware, where we can sell you an extended warranty that extends you out to 4 years. So it should cover for most students' entire undergrad career, and it covers accidental damage. Like the image shows, we see that all the time where a student comes in and oops, they spilled water on their laptop, or they dropped their laptop, or their water bottle popped open in their backpack and it destroyed their computer. That's a terrible situation. And so Safeware is an awesome option where when you come in, we can take care of the repair. We get your computer completely up and running. Or if it's so catastrophic, we replace your computer and there's absolutely no copay, no deductible, no charge at all to you if you have Safeware. And during the time we're working on your computer, we also give you a loaner. So any computer that gets checked into the tech shop for repair, we will provide you with a MacBook Air as a loaner that's free of charge for you to use for the extent of the repair, because our whole goal is to make it so you have no downtime. We understand that as a student, faculty, staff on campus, you can't live without a computer for a week. And that's why we have ITS funds loaners for us to give anytime a repair comes in. So with our purchasing options, we also offer student account billing. So this is very awesome. Any student who is enrolled at the university is able to shop at either store or online, and you're able to charge anything that we sell directly to your tuition bill. So what does that mean? It charges right to the same student account that you would use for your tuition, for your books, for your dorm, for your meal plan, anything like that. It can be charged, and that means you can use your financial aid for your tech purchases. A lot of students get financial aid, but you can't use that at, say, Best Buy or the Apple Store. Come in to see us. We can charge anything in our store directly to your student account. You pay nothing up front, and then your financial aid can be applied, and then you can pay the remaining balance. So that is an awesome option for students. And keep in mind, if you charge to your student account over the entire summer on our website, we'll also ship you your order completely for free. We will not charge any shipping costs if you charge it to your student account. So iClickers, these have become less common. They're still very, very popular on campus, but since the pandemic, they have definitely slowed down a little bit. But if you don't know what an iClicker is, it's a polling device that a lot of professors will use in classes to make sure that they're getting through to their classes. So they can say in real time, hey, students, what do you think? Is the answer to this question A, B, C, D, or E? And you enter on your iClicker, and that gives them instant feedback to go, okay, the class is getting, or okay, I may need to rephrase how I explain that. I used to say that 90% of incoming freshmen required iClicker. That has definitely gone down since the pandemic, since a lot of professors have moved on to other solutions, but they are still very, very popular. So if you need one, definitely check on Canvas or in your syllabus, and it should mention if you need one. Come in to see us, and we have them available for you always throughout the year, and we're always ready to sell thousands of them that first week or two of classes. So check Canvas, check your syllabus, and if you need an iClicker, come on in and see us. So Joel and Tracy, I think, mentioned this a little bit, but we do use Duo for our two-factor authentication on campus. So real simple, two-factor authentication means that you just need that. You need two pieces of authentication to be able to access U of M systems. So one is obviously going to be your U of M Kerberos password, and then the other would be a two-factor authentication that sends you a push alert to your phone, to the Duo app that allows you to accept it to grant you access to any of the U of M systems that you might need, including your email. The app is definitely the easiest way to use Duo, but in case you don't want to put it on your phone, or let's say you don't have a smartphone, ITS will also give you one complimentary hardware token that's available at either tech shop store. You just come in and request it, and that is a little device that you can keep on your keychain that randomly generates a 6-digit code I believe it's every 2 minutes, that you use as your second factor authentication. And then we also have YubiKeys, which are even easier to use, that you plug right into the USB port of your computer. And it's as simple as putting your finger on it, and that will put in that code for your two-factor authentication. And again, ITS covers one of those for everybody on campus for free. So if you decide you want a Duo token or a YubiKey, come on in and you'll get one for absolutely no charge. So getting new tech can sometimes be expensive. Let's say you have a laptop or an iPad that you've been using through high school, and now it's time, you're like, yeah, I think it's time for me to upgrade my tech. We offer a trade-in program at the store. So we partnered with another company called Encore that will give you a quote right on the spot for your used laptop, tablet, your old iPhone. If you have an Apple Watch, gaming consoles, media devices, anything you can think of, they will probably take. And you can come in, we can give you a quote. And if you accept the quote based on the condition, the year, the model of your piece of hardware, it'll generate a quote. And if you accept it, we can take that hardware from you and give you that dollar amount right there on the spot. So if it's worth $300 and you're buying a $1,000 computer, we'll apply that $300, and all you would owe is $700 for the remaining balance. So it's a great way for you to be able to get into technology for the least amount of upfront cash as possible. So what do you want? What technology do you need? A lot of students and a lot of parents have a lot of questions about What tech do I need for my particular major, for my particular class? And that's where my sales consultants in my store, who are majority student employees, that's what we're here for. We're here to answer all the questions. We are not in the business of upselling or selling you a $3,000 computer when a $1,000 laptop will work just fine for you. So, and obviously, since a lot of you won't be with us on campus until the fall, we launched something during the pandemic called Tech Shop at Home, where you can go right on our website, book an appointment, and one of our sales consultants will meet with you just like this via Zoom, go through our entire product catalog, answer any questions you have, and hopefully find the right piece of technology that fits the needs that you're looking for. So those are available year round, but we definitely see most use during the summers when you guys are at home before you get to campus. We want to be able to answer those questions. So please take advantage of Tech Shop at Home if you have any questions about what tech you need here at U of M. So once you get your technology, or let's say you already have technology and you need help, the service center that Tracy spoke about is an awesome option. But if you're a person that likes to sit down face-to-face, we offer free complimentary tech consulting inside both of our stores. So you can walk in, and if it's any problem that we can solve right there at the desk, there is no charge. So the questions we get a lot are, how do I get my certain device on M Wireless? How do I reset my password? Any kind of questions like that, or I have a virus on my computer, any of those kind of things, our staff is trained to be able to be experts in the IT universe here at U of M, and we can answer, or we can fix any problems you have. And they're also the folks that are going to be the first step of if you have a hardware problem. So let's say you come in and they're not able to fix the problem at the desk. That's where we can then check in your machine to what's called our tech repair department. And as I said before, we're Apple, HP, Dell, and Microsoft certified, which means even if you didn't purchase the computer from us and you have an Apple Care warranty from the Apple Store, we can use that warranty and we can charge you, we don't have to charge you anything to do that repair. It would be covered by your warranty. Yep, so as I said, tech repair is authorized repair at Apple, Dell, Lenovo, and Microsoft. So any of your Apple products, and one of the most exciting things is we just launched Apple iPhone Repair. So even though unfortunately I cannot sell iPhone, we do now service it. So it's probably the most common piece of hardware on campus is iPhone. So if your iPhone goes out, your speaker goes bad, your screen's acting up, you drop it and crack the display, we can do all the same repairs that they do at the Apple Store with Apple certified parts. So there's third-party places in town, but a lot of those use third-party parts, not Apple certified parts. But we just launched iPhone Repair, so please come on in and we can help you with any kind of hardware that you have problems with while you're here at U of M. So as I said, many of my employees at the tech shop are students. So if you're someone who's looking for a job, across ITS, we hire students, and most of our positions start at $15 an hour, which we're very proud of. And most of our students are, the reason we like to hire students is that you're going to be working with students. Who knows campus better than student employees? So after you get here, if you're looking for a place to work, I highly encourage you to check out all the jobs that we have available at its.umich.edu/student jobs. I have about 60 student employees between the tech shop and my tech repair department, and we have hundreds more across ITS. So if you're looking to learn while you earn, please check out ITS for your student job. All right, that's it for Tech Shop and Tech Repair. I just want to reiterate that we're your University of Michigan owned and operated tech store. Please come see us. We're here to answer any questions that you might have.
Great, thanks, Justin. If you have questions at all, if you have anything that you need help with, I think it should be more than clear that we are here to answer those questions and help you in whatever way possible. We have a number of resources. I pointed out the UMich Tech Guide earlier. Justin just finished talking about the Tech Shop. We also have the ITS Service Center. There's the website and the email. There's also chat features on the website, as well as a telephone number, 764-HELP. You can go to the ITS website and find all of our services. There is a Just for Students section, but a great place to start for incoming students is this UMich Tech Guide spot. It will take you to a lot of the services that you're looking for as you get acclimated to U of M. We know that there's a lot of questions that will probably come to mind as you watch this video later on. So please feel free to reach out to anyone, a quick email. Just indicate that you're an incoming student, and that means a lot to us, and we are more than happy to do whatever we can to help you out. Justin or Tracy, do you have anything to say to wrap up?
Welcome to U of M and go blue.
Thank you. Yep.
Yeah. All right. You can also follow us on Twitter or LinkedIn. We also have an internship program. So as Justin mentioned, the student jobs at Tech Shop, Tech Consulting, Tech Repair, as well as Service Center hires students. We have an internship program that is in the summer. Applications for that start in December, usually. And this year we have over 50 interns who are working with us. And we're looking to increase that number every year. So if you're interested in tech, or you have a marketing background, or if you have a business background, it doesn't really matter if you're a computer science major or not. Feel free to check out that internship program. There's some great information on that website right there. And I know moms and dads appreciate when we talk about possibilities for them to get jobs. So, all right, we are very happy that you are coming, and we look forward to servicing you this fall. And go Blue.